is a tall guard who can shoot the three. She is nasty on defense. What I love about her is she brings this kind of spark and energy to the court. She is very feisty. She is not scared to go after it. And she, I feel like, will also act as an enforcer on this team. But Sophie is someone also.
Sophie Cunningham just dropped a bombshell, and trust me, it's sizzling. While most fans assume she joined the Indiana Fever to get a fresh start, earn a bigger role, or maybe even chase a championship alongside Caitlin Clark, turns out that's not the full story. The real reason? Oh, it's spicier than anyone expected. Let's just say Sophie's move was fueled by a mix of revenge, drama, and maybe even a little bit of trolling aimed straight at an entire fan base. This wasn't just a basketball decision. It was personal.
Why does everybody hate Caitlin Clark? And do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on, talk
dude.
to me.
Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem.
Sophie Cunningham didn't just compliment Caitlin Clark, she called her a gem. And she meant every word. Now, she's right by her side on the Indiana Fever, ready to protect her like a full-time bodyguard on the court. Talk about manifesting your dreams. Sophie's been vocal for a while, appearing on podcasts, practically gushing about how much she wanted to team up with Caitlin. And just like that, it happened. The universe listened, and so did the Indiana Fever.
I didn't know her, but All-Star Weekend, we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit. And she's lovely. She has a lot of pressure on her shoulders. And I think a lot of people always have a lot to say with people they don't even know or shoes they've never been in. And for me, I think she's handling the pressure very well. She's doing a lot of great things for women's basketball. And I'm a fan. Like, I would love to play with her one day, for real.
Picture this, it's opening night. Caitlin Clark is dribbling up the court, calm, focused, probably about to launch one from way downtown. Then boom, here comes a defender trying to get physical, trying to send a message. Big mistake, because right next to her, Sophie Cunningham cracking her knuckles, locked in, and not here to play games. You thought Sophie just came to knock down threes and flash a smile? Think again. She's on a mission, and that mission is simple: protect Caitlin Clark at all costs.
Everybody's thinking, did the Indiana Fever give up too much for Sophie Cunningham? I say absolutely not. Who are they going to get at the 8th spot that's going to be valuable, can be an automatic impact player for the Fever? This GM is thinking big. Not thinking the future, she's thinking now.
Sophie Cunningham's always had that dog in her. She's been throwing elbows, taking charges, and barking at opponents long before this moment. But now she's got something bigger driving her. This isn't just basketball anymore, this is personal. She's out there defending more than just a teammate. She's protecting the future of women's basketball. And if you think anyone's getting near Caitlin Clark without paying the price, think again. Sophie's not having it.
I think it's a fun time to be a part of the W. I truly believe that. I think the skill and the talent has always been there, but now it's just the viewership. And so I give a big old clap to the rookie class. I think that's a lot to deal with when you're at that age and you have that many eyes on you. But I think they've done a great job in the league as well. I think the physicality and all that they're going to get used to, but I think especially Caitlin Clark, she's been killing it. And I'm a huge fan, and I never say that.
Let's talk about it. Nalissa Smith. Yeah, you know she's somewhere side-eyeing all of this. From the jump, it was clear she wasn't exactly rolling out the welcome mat for Caitlin Clark. The body language, the energy, off it felt less like team chemistry and more like territory tension. Like Caitlin was some rookie coming to steal her shine. And now she's got Sophie Cunningham riding in like a Wild West enforcer, ready to clean house and shut down all the noise. Because let's be honest, teams are holding entire press conferences just to throw shade. Everyone has something to say. Meanwhile, Caitlin's just out here trying to hoop. That's exactly why Sophie is the teammate she needs. She's got that calm, but deadly I wish you would energy, the kind that makes everyone think twice before stepping out of line.
Have more breaking news. Another signing just happened. Sophie Cunningham was just acquired to the Indiana Fever by the Indiana Fever. Oh my goodness. Within 2 hours. And guess who was gone? Nalissa Smith is gone.
Now imagine this, Angel Reese decides to turn up the heat, and let's be real, you know she will. She's out there throwing elbows, trying to rack up 14 fouls on Caitlin Clark before halftime. But guess what? Sophie Cunningham will be right. They're like a bouncer outside the club. Angel reaches, Sophie blocks, Angel talks, Sophie talks louder. Sophie's not just playing, she's enforcing. If you thought she was tough before, just wait until she has a reason to crank it up. The moment someone even thinks about testing Caitlyn, Sophie's already in their face like, you sure you want to go there?
This is amazing for women's basketball. This is amazing for women's sports in general. You have so many people, so many new and fresh eyes on our sport that maybe they're a little uneducated and maybe they kind of stir the pot a little bit. And so I get that. But for that class to come in, you have her, you have Angel Reese, you have some other big names, but really those two and the amount of millions of followers that they brought to our league, you have to applaud them and you have to be fans of that. Because if you're smart, it's not about money, but if you're smart, you're going to be making a lot more money.
Let's rewind to last season for a second. Remember when DJ Carrington made it her personal mission to turn Caitlyn Clark into a punching bag? Yeah, the eye poke, the over-the-top stare down like she was about to drop a diss track. We remember all of it. And Alyssa Smith, her own teammate, she did nothing, no words, no glare, no pushback, just standing there like she was watching a drama unfold on Netflix full subscription, front row, no remote. While Caitlyn was out there getting WWE treatment, Alyssa just gave vibes, not even a fake hey chill or one of those half-hearted holdbacks. Nothing, and that didn't go unnoticed. But now the Indiana Fever have Sophie Cunningham, and let me tell you, things are about to look very different on that court.
WNBA Twitter is currently crashing out over Black Eye Gate. I'm sure we've seen by now this play where DJ Carrington pokes Caitlyn Clark in the eye. And after seeing this angle, so many people are saying that it was intentional, right? DJ goes up to steal the ball, and when she comes down, her hand goes like this, straight into Caitlyn's eye.
The Indiana Fever just pulled off the trade of the year. Out goes Alyssa Smith. In comes Sophie Cunningham. And honestly, this might be the best move Indiana could have made. Alyssa didn't waste a second. The trade wasn't even confirmed for 5 minutes before she jumped on Instagram, already hyping up her fresh start with the Dallas Wings and her reunion with girlfriend DJ Carrington. No goodbye message. No appreciation post. Not even a thank you to the team that drafted her. Just pure excitement about Dallas. Let's be real, we get it. She'd been waiting for this all last season. While Carrington was getting physical with Caitlyn Clark on the court, Smith stood back like a background extra. No support, no backup, no presence. While Indiana was scrapping for wins and their rookie star was getting battered, Alyssa looked unbothered, completely disconnected from the fight. But now, the page has turned, because the Fever just landed someone who's all fire. Sophie Cunningham, tough, relentless, and never one to back down from a challenge. She brings that edge Indiana's been missing, and this trade might just be the spark they needed.
And I'm here to tell you, Sophie Cunningham is not finna put up with the hate and the bullying Caitlyn Clark has been receiving throughout the WNBA, because we know last year that was a big target for Caitlyn Clark, was to get an enforcer. And like I keep telling y'all, Kelly Cristobal is not messing around, bro.
Sophie Cunningham isn't here to make friends, she's here to change the game. Let's get one thing straight, Sophie didn't join the Indiana Fever to play nice. She's not chasing moral victories. She came for one thing, smoke, and she's bringing it in full force. Anyone thinking they'll get away with last season's antics like DJ Carrington roughing up Caitlyn Clark with zero pushback is in for a rude awakening. Because Sophie, she doesn't hesitate. She retaliates. Hard screens, locked in defense, elbows where they need to be. And the trash talk? Oh, Sophie speaks it fluently. From day one, she's turning Indiana into one of the most fearless, physical squads in the WNBA. No more soft responses. No more let's just play through it. If you come for Caitlyn this season, you're dealing with Sophie. This isn't new for her. She's been that player charging into screens, clapping in defenders' faces, getting under people's skin, and never backing down. And now, she's got Caitlyn Clark on her team and she's treating that like a mission. Sophie knows what Caitlyn brings. She knows the pressure, and she's not just okay with it, she's embracing it. She's not letting anyone lay a finger on Clark without consequence. Last year, Caitlyn took a beating. Hard fouls, cheap shots, full-on tackles, and her teammates just stood there. No response, no presence, just silence. But this year, it's a whole different story. Because now, Sophie Cunningham is on the floor, and trust this, she's not waiting for the refs. She is the response.
Natasha Howard, these are plug-and-play pieces. We need plug-and-play, immediate impact. That's what we need. We need players to come in and make immediate impact. And that's what Kelly and Amber has done with this free agency. A lot of people thought the Indiana Fever was going to pull up short. I'm here to tell you, they was playing chess while everybody else in the damn W was playing checkers, bro. They just strategically put this thing together.
Sophie Cunningham isn't just a shooter, and she's not just the gritty hustle player fans love to root for. She's a fire starter, the kind of player who'll run straight through a screen just to make a statement. She talks her talk, gets right up in your face, and then calmly drains a three-pointer like she's flipping the script on you in real time. Now, she's teamed up with Caitlin Clark, and if you think Sophie's treating this like just another season, think again. This is personal. Sophie's the type to hit the film room like it's war prep. She'll pause, zoom in, take mental notes, and probably show up to the next game with a list titled "People Who Tried Caitlin Clark," and she's ready to check every name off. If anyone thinks about getting physical with Clark this year, Sophie's already charging over like, is there a problem? Yeah, not on her court, not on her watch. For the first time, Caitlin has a squad that's not just watching from a distance. They're locked in, ready to ride, ready to fight. And at the front of that pack, the no-nonsense enforcer herself, Sophie Cunningham.
NaLyssa Smith, Robin Lundberg. NaLyssa Smith, as we all know, was a borderline liability for the Fever last season. Not sure where the idea she had trade value is coming from. Indiana made clear upgrades. Yeah, I mean, NaLyssa Smith had very little trade value. There, basically, when they came back from the All-Star break, NaLyssa Smith dropped off a map. She went MIA on the Indiana Fever. I mean, seriously, I voted for NaLyssa Smith for the All-Star game. Think about that. And then her behavior and her play went right down the shitter in the second half of the season. She basically no-showed. Yeah, she was on the court. She wasn't showing up.
Sophie Cunningham didn't just join the Indiana Fever, she showed up like she's been officially assigned to Caitlin Clark's security detail. Think DJ Carrington's going to pull any slick moves this season? Yeah, no chance. The moment anyone even thinks about getting physical with Caitlin, Sophie's already there, hands on hips, ready to throw a screen, deliver a message, or lay down something that looks straight out of WrestleMania. And let's be real, the Fever needed this kind of energy. They needed someone who won't hesitate when their star player gets targeted. No more standing around. No more shrugging it off. Sophie is all action, all heart, and zero tolerance. Now, this Indiana squad, they're dangerous. Caitlin Clark is stepping into her second season not just with confidence, but with backup. Her rookie year was just the trailer. This year, it's the blockbuster event with a deeper roster, a stronger supporting cast, and real protection on the floor. She's about to go off. We're talking record-breaking performances, MVP-level numbers, and a playoff run that might just end with a trophy. Sophie's setting bone-rattling screens. Aliyah Boston is locking down the paint like a fortress. Shooters are dialed in. And Caitlin, she's cooking. This isn't the 2024 Fever. This is the 2025 Indiana Fever, a team built for banners. Last year was cute. This year, it's all business.